Hello and welcome back to the Hearthstone Alphabet Tournament Basic League. We are in the second game of the semi-finals. Today's game, O versus U, Priest versus Paladin. Taking a look at the deck list here, the Priest O deck has proven to be very powerful in the late game because of those mind controls, and the Holy Novas are going to be very relevant in the mid game because the Paladin has a lot of low health minions. Okay, game number one. I think we want to get rid of the mind control at least. So it's a very powerful card in the end game, but right now, dead card. Chances are you'll draw one later. Swaps the Gnomish Inventor for a Gnomish Inventor. It's quite annoying, but does have the Holy Smite to keep the early game Paladin minions under control. The Paladin's hand, quite a good opening with the 4 and the Bluegill. It's very aggressive, and then has the True Silver Champion, which will line up nicely against one of the Priest's 4 cost minions. If the Priest does manage to get one of them to stick though, it will be a really nice target for Power Infusion, which the Paladin will then really struggle to get rid of because the minion will have such a high health pool. May want to coin out the Razorfen Hunter just to help contest the board, reduce some of that incoming damage. You don't really want to Holy Smite either of these targets. You'd much rather save that for that Cleric that's in the Paladin's hand. So now the Paladin has a choice here. Can either buff up and start trading, 1 for 1 value, or just goes all in on the face. Now I think personally that they're better off going for the face, but chooses to value trade. Let's say you do kind of want to get this game over by turn 10, because once those mind controls come down. Although if the Paladin didn't trade there, would have been very open to Holy Novas, which we know the Priest doesn't have in hand, but the Paladin of course does not know that. Double True Silver. Not ideal. I think there was a case for playing one of them and just swing the face, so you got it for the next turn, ready for this turn 4. But choose to go for the Razorfen Hunter instead. The Priest responding to that with essentially the same card, but bigger stats for 1 more mana. It's kind of like the leveled up Razorfen Hunter. Makes for an easy True Silver target. It's now floating 1 mana, which is unfortunate. If it had done it like the other way around, could have had the Razorfen Hunter and a dude, but then the 1/1 would still be alive. Finally draws the Holy Nova. Does have 2 spell power minions as well, so that Holy Nova may end up doing 3 damage instead of 2, which could be important. Unfortunately, the Paladin has that Frostwolf Grunt, which is really weak to Holy Nova. Paladin continued to keep control of the board. It's definitely, I feel, been in the driving seat this game, and the Priest doing what priests do best, just answering minions for the first half of the game. That's why it's so fun to play against. Now has a cheaper spell damage minion. It's going to make it easier to get off that Holy Nova if it chooses. Doesn't have much burst though, so it's going to struggle to then deal with this Booty Bay Bodyguard.
What is Elun's will?
Because there are 2 power infusions in the hand, I think it's quite a good play. Just buffing up means it can value trade with the Booty Bay Guard, or is just a nightmare to kill really. May even get ignored. That could be a mistake. It's chosen to play the trading game. You're not in the best position to change it. But no, it does go full face. And now what have we got here? Quite a few different options. Although not really, because it's only on 7 mana and not 8. Okay. So the Holy Nova is doing 3, which would kill Razorfen. Just gonna play the big chunky dude. It's fair enough. It probably, see, now the Paladin has to choose, does he kill that Stormwind Champion? And can even then kill the Kobold with the weapon, or does he just He's got 12 damage and the priest's only on 17. So maybe thinking, with these 2 taunts, protect the heavy hitters, go all face. This is going to be a massive swing turn though, because the priest has Holy Nova, so this is going to backfire. Oh dear. The Holy Nova is coming down. It's not only going to clear the Fossil Grunts, but it's also going to clear the Razorfen Hunter. And with that Power Infusion, it's going to have enough mana to value trade the champion into the Boulder Fist. Oh dear. And that was essentially the Paladin going all in there, because now he's only got a Grizzly Iron Fur, which ain't very good. The Gurubashi Berserker is alright. Puts the priest onto Bree, but the priest can heal. And the priest can value trade both of these minions. Oh dear. And now whatever the Paladin plays is getting mind controlled. Presuming the game's not already over. Shadow Word Pain is even better because now it doesn't have to trade, it just deals with the minion. The priest got so low, but it just wasn't enough. I really feel like if the Paladin went aggressive from the very beginning, may have been able to win this game, but now it's looking unlikely. Doesn't have any charged minions. Reckless Rocketeer does not have a U in it. Unfortunate. See what I did there? Letter-based humour. It's more than welcome in the Hearthstone Alphabet League. The heal is inconsequential. The minion as well. It was a close game, but the priest takes game number 1. Okay, game number 2. A much lower costed hand for the priest this time. That Mind Visions, what does it want to pick up? Can't pick up the Light's Justice. If it picked up a taunt, that would be quite nice. The priest doesn't really have any taunts. The cleric's not too bad, and the Guardian of Kings would be pretty huge, I feel. So I definitely want the Guardian of Kings, because it's already got enough in the early game. Picks up the Guardian of Kings. Damn. Good start to the priest. Let's say he has quite a low costed hand, so it's going to be able to deal with the Paladin's early aggression. Paladin's hand not being as aggressive as it was last time. Priest draws the Holy Nova early on, could be important. So do you Holy Smite or Shadow Word Pain, or do you ignore both of those options and go for the Coin Razorfen Hunter? Playing that probably because it trades quite nicely with the Frostwolf until the Cleric does that. So that was the best outcome I think for the Paladin, the priest playing the Razorfen Hunter, so that's pretty good. I think you definitely just leave it though, because you are Holy Nova next turn for sure. Play straight into the Holy Nova, that is not great. Yeah, the Paladin's going to get smacked about. Unfortunate. Okay, so the priest's getting quite lucky here. Draws, may even see those 2 Holy Smites kind of used together to deal with a bigger minion like the Core Hound.
By the holy light.
Yeah, the Paladin emoting, he's pretty shocked at that outcome. Oh, such a shame Gurubashi is so weak to Shadow Word Pain. Against other classes, the Gurubashi is quite a powerful minion, but the priest is its counter essentially. In fact, the priest has a very good hand for dealing with the paladins here, with the deaths, the smites. That Gurubashi is not too bad though, actually. Doesn't have the perfect way to deal with this, so I think we may be seeing a minion. Yeah, and then if it manages to weaken it down, it will be then a target for the Holy Smites. What does the Paladin draw? True Silver, that is quite a nice draw. I don't think the Priest is too worried about drawing or playing minions at the moment. It's just wants to deal with the Paladin's bigger minions, run him out of cards, and then using its superior card draw can then take the game. Power Infusion, nice, but not for this particular target Dragonling mechanic. Probably going to use that towards the end to create a big minion that the Paladin can't deal with. The Paladin doesn't have really much in the way of tools to deal with big minions. Has the humility, but doesn't reduce the health, just reduces the damage. The True Silvers is like the next good thing it's got. So I feel like if we remember the Paladin's last game against a rogue, it was very close, but it was against a very aggressive rogue. I think this particular Paladin deck deals well with aggression, but doesn't deal well with control, which is exactly what this Priest is. So it's at a disadvantage there. Wondering whether to just play the Core Hound because the True Silver doesn't really help develop the board. It's fair enough. And the Priest has used a lot of tools now, so he feels a bit safer about playing the Core Hound. The Priest noticing how slow the Core Hound kind of is, as it doesn't really do anything when it comes on the board. And the Priest can take 9 damage, it's still at 30, so it uses the opportunity to create a very wide board. There is no consecration in the Paladin deck, as it doesn't contain a U, so this board is quite hard to deal with. Best answer is to create a wide board yourself. I think you definitely value trade here with the Core Hound because 9 damage to the face is inconsequential at this point in time. I think I saw that Core Hound going face. Yeah. Okay. No, I think that was not the play. This Frostwolf Warlord has not seen much action in the league. Finally getting his moment, dropping down as an 8/8. It's that big minion I was talking about that the Paladin can't deal with, and because I mean the Priest using most of its board to do that, but now takes complete control. The Frostwolf's moment of glory was very short. It's now a 1/8. Oh well. He was scary for a turn. So it's just their board that the Paladin has. I think the Priest's going to draw first. He gets even bigger with the Power Infusion. How does the Paladin deal with a 14 health minion? I don't think he can. Definitely not with 2 mana Murlocs. So the Priest... so we're going into a top decking kind of game here, and the Priest is definitely going to do a better job at that, I think. Says I can't kill the 3/12, so I'm just going to go face with my little 1/1s and hope. Mind control. You don't really want to mind control any of them. You want to wait for him to drop a bigger minion. Healing up 3 times the damage the Paladin managed to deal last turn. Yeah, value trading, using that heal to keep his minions nice and healthy. Another 1/1. Yeah, this is a very early game aggressive deck. And that is just not going to work against this Priest. If a Holy Nova was... Have both Holy Novas been played? I can't remember. But let's say there's a Holy Nova in the deck. Let's say it is the next card. I think that's just an immediate concede by the Paladin. It would be quite funny. It's not Holy Nova. It's the second Power Infusion. Put it on the Frostwolf. I really want that Frostwolf to return to his former glory. So the Priest recognising that the Paladin has 5 damage over the course of 5 minions, can't kill anything on the Priest board, So it's just going face to end this game. That's a nice, that's the kind of draw the Paladin wanted 3 turns ago. Now it's just going to get mind controlled. Mind control not being too relevant in this series compared to how it was in the past. But we'll essentially finish this game off. The Stormwind champion would have also done the trick. Would have actually finished the game. Priest would have finished the game this turn. Yeah, a mistake. The priest just got set on dealing with that. Humility. Not gonna be good enough.
Well played.
Well played.
Well played.
Pretty easy couple of games there for the priest, I feel. Who takes the game, takes the series 2-0. And will be going off into the finals. So after 14 games we are now ready for the finals. The 2 decks that have made it, E deck, O deck. Warrior versus Priest. I hope you've enjoyed the series so far and look forward to the next game. Thank you for watching, stay tuned.